He's one of Hollywood's biggest stars, an action icon. But Sylvester Stallone's journey to fame is a story as incredible as any movie he has ever made. It's a real-life underdog tale that proves determination can overcome anything. Picture this, it's the mid-1970s. Stallone is a struggling actor in New York City, taking any small job he can find just to pay the rent. He's had minor roles, but nothing that made him a star. He was so broke, he once had to sell his beloved dog Butkus for just $50 because he couldn't afford to feed him. Imagine how heartbreaking that must have been. But then, a moment of inspiration changed everything. He watched a boxing match between the legendary Muhammad Ali and a relatively unknown fighter named Chuck Wepner. Everyone expected Ali to win easily, but Wepner refused to give up. He went the distance, lasting nearly 15 full rounds with the greatest of all time. He lost the fight, but he won the respect of the entire world. Stallone saw himself in Wepner. He saw that spirit, that refusal to quit, and it sparked an idea. He rushed home and, fueled by this newfound inspiration, he wrote a screenplay. For 3.5 days, he barely slept, just writing, pouring his heart and soul onto the page. The result? The first draft of Rocky. He knew he had something special. He started shopping the script around Hollywood, and surprisingly, producers Irwin Winkler and Robert Chartoff loved it. They offered him a huge amount of money for the rights, over $300,000, which was a fortune back then, especially for a starving actor. But there was a catch. They wanted a big-name star like Ryan O'Neal or Burt Reynolds to play Rocky Balboa. Stallone refused. He told them, "I am Rocky." He believed, deep in his core, that only he could play this character because, in many ways, he was this character. This was his story. The producers were stunned. They couldn't believe this unknown actor was turning down a life-changing amount of money. They tried to reason with him, but Stallone stood his ground. He said he'd rather the movie never get made than have someone else play the lead role. It was a massive gamble. He had no money, a pregnant wife, and a career going nowhere. Negotiations were intense. The producers lowered their offer for the script dramatically, but they finally agreed to let him star, albeit with a tiny budget of just $1 million. Stallone took the deal, accepting a fraction of the money he was originally offered, all for the chance to bring his vision to life. And the first thing he did, after getting the deal, he went back to the person he sold his dog to. He had to have Butkus back. The new owner didn't want to sell, so Stallone, desperate, offered him everything he could, eventually paying $3,000 to get his best friend back. That's loyalty. And yes, Butkus even got a role in the movie as Rocky's dog. Rocky was filmed on a shoestring budget in just 28 days. The iconic training montage, the run up the steps of the Philadelphia Museum of Art, was all done with grit, passion, and very little money. When Rocky was released in 1976, no one expected much, but audiences connected with its heart. They saw the struggle, the determination, and the unbreakable spirit of a man who refused to be beaten by life. The movie became a cultural phenomenon. It was the highest-grossing film of the year and went on to win 3 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, beating out legendary films like Taxi Driver and Network. Sylvester Stallone wasn't just the star, he became a symbol of hope. His story is a powerful reminder that sometimes you have to bet on yourself, even when the odds are stacked against you. He could have taken the easy money and walked away, but he chose to fight for his dream. And in doing so, he gave the world one of the most beloved underdog stories of all time, both on screen and off. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more incredible true stories from Hollywood. See you next time.